All right, so back here on Across the Board, and guy's name, the name of the band, and what you doing it?
Yeah. We're Breed Carolina. My name's Kyle.
I'm David. I sing and play guitar.
Absolutely. And guys, we're huge fans, and we keep talking to everybody that we're fans of that's here that keeps putting out good music, because there are a lot of bands that just don't these days. How do you guys keep doing it?
Yeah, we just try to just do whatever just comes out of us. You know what I mean? We're not really trying to like have a destination for anything. We just are sitting in a room with all our boys and just venting it out. You know what I mean? If it ends up being a track that people enjoy, then so be it. You know, that is always our goal. But you know, we're trying to just write a track that we enjoy first, and if we dig it, then you know, hopefully somebody else will as well.
That's the main point. Is you want to write music that you want to listen to. You know what I mean? And that you know what I mean, that you enjoy. That's the whole point of it. And so we're just stoked that people enjoy it as well.
What do you guys look for when you're playing guitar, you're chasing tone and that kind of stuff? I mean, what do you look for to get inspired even in the recording process? You know, we've talked to people who, go to an abandoned warehouse, that kind of stuff to record things, or I've heard people swinging mics for, room mics for sound and that kind of stuff. Do you do anything like that, or?
You know, we have done some stuff like that. On Hello Fascination, we actually did a whole part where he walked into the room and you can hear the door creak and he sits down, and we actually had our producer, you could hear, we had the headphones hanging, and so when he would talk through into the vocal booth, you could hear him, and so it was all just one take like that. And
that's dope.
It's just like, are you ready? And then it goes into the guitar
and it was all recorded, and it ended up being on the album. So it's cool things. And we also for Hell's What You Make It, our new album, we just recorded. Our producer didn't tell us, but we had the mic recording in the room, and we were just laughing and talking about random stuff, and it's actually used as the intro to our CD, and we didn't even know. So it's cool.
That's perfect.
If he tells you, it spoils it.
It's like the moments in between that make it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a real lifetime in a room.
Right.
A lot of times we've heard, actually doing interviews today, that some bands are using more digital sounds, digital effects, and then other bands want to stick to more natural effects, natural sounds of the drums especially. What do you guys see yourself doing in the future?
We kind of try to fuse them together. You know what I mean? I think that's what we do live, and that's what we try to do in the booth, and trying to create that fusion of it all. To make it sound that way. We definitely start out having it be, soft sensor. We'll hook up a keyboard and we'll mess with that, and then we'll layer over live drums and guitars, and we'll do all that as well. And I feel like it creates this crazy tone and sound and vibe, and it's so fun. It's fun to watch D and them go at it. But we always kind of start with guitar, which is kind of weird that a guitar will maybe turn into a keyboard. That's kind of how it works. And D and our boy Josh will sit there and they'll create whatever they're creating and getting the chords ready, and then we'll either transform it or keep a guitar or turn it into something completely different that we don't even know about. It's fun.
D, how's the hand healing up? You said you got an injury there. Obviously that affects you.
It's all right. I usually play guitar live, but the past couple of days I haven't been playing. That's the only thing that kind of is a bummer, is I can't really play live. But we have, a couple of our boys come out and do it for us. So
does that affect your timing at all? I mean, because you're used to, having that guitar.
It was weird the first day because playing both the songs. I've never just sang playing both of them. You know what I mean? I've always had playing guitar. So it was kind of weird, like finding new ways to like present myself during those songs. Singing, you know what I mean? So like figuring that out the first 2 days was kind of weird, but now it's kind of just naturally chilling. So
it's fun for me. I keep because I'm usually the only one really running around, because I got my boy Josh and I got D playing guitar, and then our boy Lewis and Eric, they're pretty stagnant in their spots. Our boy Lewis does all of our DJ stuff, and then Eric's playing drums. So it's pretty much me going back and forth. So it's nice having a whole nother person there playing guitar, but then D's running around with me. So it's just like it's a whole new vibe. It's
different
fun.
vibe. That is cool. Yeah.
Did you find yourself at one point, during a set, just kind of like, where's my guitar? Like, oh my God, I don't. Where did I?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of weird, like, just having the mic, because you know what I mean. Like I said, like it's hard repositioning yourself to like perform that live, because usually I'm just have a mic stand and I'm playing guitar, just chilling right there. And so, just having the mic is cool. Because I only play guitar for 2 songs, so obviously I run around for the other songs, but those songs I'm just so used to like what I do, and it's it's actually a lot easier to focus on singing and stuff like that, so kind of like it, so it works out.
If you guys could have a master lesson in your instrument, in vocals, guitar, whatever, from anybody, who would it be?
Dead or alive?
Ooh. Michael Jackson for singing.
I think my dad when I was growing up was a huge fan of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay.
And so probably that for guitar, just because my dad, he got me listening to all that stuff. So yeah, that'd be cool.
Jackson, it's a good call. You can't go wrong.
I mean, I think it's kind of like where the boys have kind of pushed me into my range of my singing, and so it's kind of fun to try to get into that. We actually did a cover of Billie Jean not too long ago. That hasn't even been released yet.
No, we need to do something with it though.
Something.
But I remember reading reports that you guys did it though.
Oh man, it is seriously my favorite cover that we've done, and it's
got to get out there then, right? Just make it happen.
It's just dancey, man. It's ready. It's ready. It's so ready.
Did you ever find yourself doing like what Stevie Ray did, where he was using bass strings on his guitar?
Oh man, no, I've never done that, but that's that's something.
Difficult.
Yeah, that's something probably we'd do in the studio to see what it would sound
Just to
like.
try it, yeah. I heard Kurt
Cobain.
Cobain use piano strings on a guitar once on his Jag. I don't know if
That's got some extra fingertips.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible. I think it's a story, but in any case, if you guys had 10, 15 minutes left to live, something like that, wrapping up your life, what's the last song that you would want to hear? You can hear it, you can perform it, yours or anybody else's. Last song.
Probably one of ours, honestly.
Just something you're feeling, right?
I think it would probably be Gone So Long.
Yeah, one of our songs called Gone So Long. I agree with that.
It's just a song about us being on tour and living this life, and we're living our dream out here. Like this is where we want to be, and where we've always pictured ourselves being. Is playing shows and being on tour with all of our idols, and that's what that song's about.
Yeah, what does that feel like? I mean, you guys, I think, are probably at where you hoped you might be at some point. I think you guys are amazingly successful and have a lot more, going. What does that feel like? I mean, do you feel normal every day, or do you feel like this is crazy? You wake up, or what?
I feel like, especially the past, couple months is, it's been crazy for us. It's just, we're just like, what is going on? You know what I mean? It's like, we still feel the same. It's just, I think, like, during the shows, maybe, like, right when we walk out or something, it's just like, dude, like 2 years ago, it would never be like this. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't used to this, like, for the first, 4 years of our band. You know what I mean? And it's progressively, gone, like, up and up and up, and recently it's really felt like it's doing really well. So it's crazy, man. It's weird. Yeah, we're lucky, though. We're just blessed, man. We're just so honored and lucky that
that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's lucky that we're still here.
Yeah.
That we're able to keep writing songs and keep going into the studio and keep being on tour and coming out here and getting invited to Warped Tour again. This is our favorite place, man. It's being out on the road.
Yeah. Well, from two fans, man, I don't think it's luck. It's not luck at all. Like you said, man, you play what you want to play, and hopefully people like it, and that's why people connect, man. Absolutely, yeah. Because you guys have insane fans. You know what I mean? Like, that's a great thing.
They're amazing.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what do you think? Yeah, you threw me off. I lost my track.
A question he loved to ask is, what's the greatest thing a fan can come up to you and say?
Just that something that we did, or something something that they heard in our songs just kind of changed their lives and changed it for the better.
There's always a few kids that'll come up and say, like, like, you saved me through, like, a hard time, like, your CD helped me out. And I think
amazing,
that's really cool for us, because it's like, it's crazy that the music that we just sat down and wrote and can do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy, the power of music, and for one of our songs that we wrote to do that is just crazy.
Yeah, it's cool to have, like, I know I totally relate to that. Having these bands that I've listened to before Dee and I ever played, started playing together, and those bands that changed me, that changed my life forever.
What do you guys, and I hear you guys say kids, because a lot of people on the Warped Tour, obviously the fans are really, really young, 14, 12, 17, whatever. What do you guys think, though, as you get older? Do you think your sound will change? I mean, obviously you want to do this, probably forever, or maybe you want to get into producing, I don't know, but I mean, how do you think that will change your sound, or having fans who are, 30s, 40s or something?
I think our sound is always changing.
Yeah.
Music is always changing. The way to create music is always changing. It's crazy to say that it's so much easier to write a song now than it has in the past.
Why is that?
All you got to do is just push a key on the keyboard.
Yeah,
that's it. You got how, and you can create a sound. To write a song that is gonna, be a top 40 track. That's a totally different story. that's trial and error for, you know, writing hundreds of songs.
Yeah.
You know, Dee and I have written 100 plus songs in our time of living, you know what I mean? So it's, you know, even just Dee and I with Breathe, we've written 3 full albums plus whatever we've done in the past, you know, in 5 years. Not, you know, how all these other bands that we've done in the past, and there's, you know, to have one, we got one
Right.
that hit that mill. So it's like, you know, it took us that long. So it's, sometimes you can get it right out the bat, sometimes it takes you 100 times. But it's just the fact that it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I want to convey to everybody. It's like anything's possible. You can do it. You just got to keep at it, and have fun doing it. If you're not having fun, no one else is going to feel it.
That's the key, right? Having fun.
yeah.
I mean, just think about it. I
Yeah.
mean, you guys, you know, huge band saying anything is possible, but you really did make it come out of nowhere. So what's the future of Breathe Carolina? I mean, you guys doing solo stuff, or, you know, what do you think?
You know, we're gonna go overseas after Warped Tour. Then we're gonna head back to California for a little bit, and we're just gonna be writing. You know what I mean? Just in the studio writing. We'll have a few shows where we'll kind of like go fly, play, come back, and just write. And have the holidays, and then off to Australia after the holidays.
Wow.
So.
Nice.
Like, for what? Like Soundwave? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody talks about that. I gotta get out there.
Yeah, one day
That's
we'll
fun.
get to see the Soundwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
The most amazing tour. It really is. So
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would imagine. Just being in Australia in general.
Real quick, last question.
Yeah.
What band you guys think surprised you the most so far on Warped Tour?
There's been a lot, you know. That I think it's just so fun to watch our friends just killing it, you know. Chris DeVille, Mice and Men,
And not that it was a
Tino's
surprise
Mod
that they wouldn't.
Yeah,
Right.
It's just so fun to sit and
It's
watch,
awesome to
watch
see
their
that.
crowds just singing back to them and having, you know, seeing how big their crowds are, and, you know, you know, like you said, it's like, it's not like we didn't, you know, we're always thinking everybody's killing it, but just to see it in the flesh and just like rock out with them, you
Yeah.
know, that's what it's about.
Yeah, great bands like you said. You know, Pierce, of Mice and Men. You know, with Austin and those guys. You know,
yeah.
just amazing bands that keep getting it done,
Yeah.
album after album. That's an
Yeah.
amazing thing.
Yeah.
Guys, we appreciate it. We'll be back here in a few minutes on Across the Board.